took me too long to realize, obviously Will Chamberlain. Nonetheless, AD, with LeBron out, you've talked about still playing the right way and everything, but your level of aggression on both ends and just kind of finding a way to push through things. Where has that been mindset-wise, and what has been your focus for this last stretch of basketball?
Just trying to come out with a lot of energy. Just getting back to my old self. Being out, close to 6 weeks, it takes a little bit to get back into a rhythm. I feel like I was playing great basketball before the injury. And then, the guys, some of the coaches always telling me, like, you was out 6 weeks. I'm going to take time to get back into a rhythm, getting back to that level that I was playing at. And I just kept trusting my work, trusting the game plan and the schemes, and having a lot of confidence in my game, and just being able to lock in and make shots, make plays for others. Turnovers. They actually got mad at me because I was trying to make the right plays or be unselfish, which happened on a lot of the turnovers. But for the most part, just having the mindset coming out, just doing what I got to do to help the team win.
Dave.
Nice to see you, Dave.
Great to see you too. Yeah. Thanks for blowing me up for that.
That's Dan's fault. Dan told me to do that. Dan, no mask today. That's great.
You guys, when you were 2-10, you were telling us like, hey, we could run off a win streak. Even last year, when you were fighting to find momentum, you're like, hey, we could reel off 10 wins in a row. You guys are 5-2 post All-Star break against all Western Conference opponents that you're vying with for positioning in the standings, and during that stretch, LeBron goes out. Is this kind of the confidence that you've had in the group paying off? Are you starting to see, why you tell us that we're capable of things like this? You starting to see it come together?
Yeah, and it starts with our defense. I just saw, or somebody told me a stat that we were second since All-Star break in defensive rating. So that's where we're getting it done on the defensive end, and then just pushing the transition. And we're playing the right style of basketball. No one is being selfish. We're trying to make the right plays. Guys are taking rhythm shots. And that's all it is. Guys are very confident. And when you play basketball like that, it usually, leads to victories. So as a whole, we just got to keep doing what we're doing. Malik didn't shoot the ball well tonight. Vando didn't get as many minutes as he usually gets. But guys came in and played well, always staying ready. Rui, Austin with his big plays, Choice with his big shots. Guys staying ready, Wayne, coming in, Mo goes out. So all our guys are locked in, knowing what we're chasing, and knowing that each game matters. And we're coming out playing that way.
BT.
Anthony.
Mr. Carr.
When Troy gets the steal, gets the dunk, and he kind of stops and poses for a little bit. Dennis comes down and scores. He does the shimmy. I don't know what you do, Will. But does that show the kind of joy you guys are playing with the team?
Yeah, we're having fun. This game is stressful enough. You don't want to add more stress to it. So we just go out and just have fun. We said it before, we go out every time and just have fun, play the game the right way, and have fun doing it. And that's what guys are doing. Everybody's having fun, laughing, but we also know when we have to be serious and make plays. So, it's always fun when you're winning too. So, we have every right to be happy right now. We're getting some big wins, especially with one of the LeBron out. It was a huge part of our team. So, like I said, guys are stepping up, playing well, and it's fun to see guys play well. Everybody's supportive of each other. Even if guys aren't playing or making shots, we still want to stay together, knowing what we're chasing.
AD, you guys moved up to 9th today for the first time this season. What does it mean to you when you hear that? And I guess just how gratifying is it to finally kind of be back in the top 10 in the play-in mix where you guys have been trying to get to?
That's good, but we're not satisfied. We don't want to stop there. We want to be greedy, get as many wins as possible and try to, keep moving up the ladder. We still got to take care of business and do what we're supposed to do. But it feels good to, move up. another spot and continue to chasing our goals, which is to not only being in play-in, but possibly being in securing the top 6 spot.
AD, I guess your nose got busted up in the second quarter. What was sort of the process of looking at that? And Lakers told us that you didn't get any stitches. Was there an option to get stitches, but you were trying to get out on the court? I was just kind of wondering what happened back there.
He had 2 cuts on my nose. And that's what couldn't stop bleeding. Then obviously my nose was bleeding as well. We're able to put some plug, whatever this is, in there. But it was the cut on the outside that just kept bleeding. So it didn't require stitches. Just had to stop the bleeding, and it took a little process to do so.
Any further concern on that?
No.
I might want to look at that again and look at the big picture, the lineage of big men in this organization runs through its entire history. How cognizant of that are you? And with Pau getting his jersey retired tonight, did you think at all at any point about your place in that list?
Yeah, I actually told Pau that I want to hopefully one day be up there as well. I mean, that's a huge honor to be up there with the greats, man, and he deserves it. Be up there, like you say, the list of big men that came through this organization and dominated and left their mark. It's hard not to think about it. And obviously, I want to be in that category, in that group. And whenever my body tells me that I'm done playing, hopefully, I'm able to come back here and have a ceremony that Pau and the rest of the big men and other former Lakers have had. So it's truly an honor for him. Got to see Mark as well. So, I'm happy for him and just, grateful to be a part of the organization, who's had so many great talents come through here.
Last 2 years, will be Malika and then Aaron Willis.
AD, going back to the defensive success that you guys have had, when you and Jared Vanderbilt are on the floor together, the team is allowing less than 100 points per 100 possessions, which is pretty dang good. What has allowed you guys to build that sort of defensive connection on the fly so quickly?
Communication. I haven't had much practice time, but, when you have constant communication between the group, it tends to work out. We've been playing extremely hard, and that kind of, cover up for a lot of mistakes. So, him being a defensive guy, myself, and then you had Dennis and AR and all these other guys that, might not seem like defensive guys, but when you got a group of defensive guys around you, it only sparks that, So it's been fun. It's been fun, holding teams. Below their average, and that's when we thrive at our best against stops and running. So we got to continue to do that.
Hey, D. What do you think of the nickname Wilt? What was your reaction when Darvin first started calling you that, and what's the challenge there?
I don't even know when that started. I think it was on my stretch before. I don't know. I mean, obviously it's an honor, Well, things he's done in this league is unreal. To be able to, I think only coach, so I won't say to be in a category with him, but for coach to think that, he's been around for a long time, seen a lot of, players as a player, as a coach. So for him to think that highly of me, obviously it's an honor. But you got to continue to, keep playing this style of basketball, and then just keep winning, and let the rest take care of itself. But for him to call me that, man, it's funny, but then it's also, an honor.
Check out this company that AD is now a part of. Most games with 30 and 20 since the merger, 76-77. AD's tied for